Hey everybody, it's Jesse with the City Magazine. I'm here today with Brandy, and she is actually our event coordinator at the magazine. It's the end of summer, so we're really going to try to utilize a lot of that bright flavors. A big part of that is pineapple. So we are going to make teriyaki chicken with coconut and pineapple rice. You know anything about coconut milk?
I know nothing about coconut milk.
That's fine. That's perfect actually, because when you're looking at the ingredient list, when you buy your coconut milk, you want to make sure there's pretty much nothing in it except coconut milk. Definitely read it. If it says coconut extract in it, you don't want that. So we're not gonna.
Got it. No coconut extract.
Okay, step one to making a really good dinner, pour yourself a drink. First things first, we need to get our chicken ready because it's gonna marinate overnight, minimum 4 hours. So, first things first, chicken.
Okay, put down the drink.
Don't be scared to get chicken on your hands, everything washes off.
Okay.
Ready? So we're gonna be using chicken thighs today. These are them.
Got it.
It's a really good piece of meat. It's flavorful, it's always juicy pretty much. You can overcook them, but even then,
it's still good.
Retains a lot of moisture, so safe.
Okay.
So, I need you to start trimming some of the fat off of these. So it's a nice lean cut, and I'll be right there with you. So don't be scared, make sure you curl your fingers. We don't want any blood.
Demonstrate, Jesse.
Okay. So, fat, get it off.
And just toss it?
Yeah, right back into the sheet will be fine.
Okay.
Cool. All right, chicken's done. So now we are going to marinate. Minimum marinate of 4 hours. Maximum overnight. Anything more, your chicken might start tasting a little bitter. It's gonna kind of get into the proteins of it, and we want to keep it nice and juicy.
Soak
and
it
fresh.
up.
Yes.
Okay.
Wash your hands.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna marinate our chicken in our teriyaki sauce. You can either get this from the store if you'd like, or you can make it from scratch. And if you guys look at the magazine, it'll have everything you need to know about how to make it from scratch, all the measurements and everything like that. Are you a fan of teriyaki sauce?
I love teriyaki sauce.
All right, perfect. So let's put our chicken in a gallon baggie. It's fine. And I'll tell you why we're gonna use a gallon baggie over like a bowl.
We just washed our hands.
I know.
Okay.
So next, we are gonna go ahead and put some of our teriyaki in here.
Okay, wait.
So you wanna hold it for me?
Got it.
All right. We will be good with that.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to seal it up.
Sealed?
Okay, cool. Now give it a shake, rub everything together. Make sure everything touches it.
It's all touch, Jesse.
Okay, so now the reason we want to do it in a bag is so we can lay it flat and everything is exposed to the teriyaki sauce evenly. If you're in a bowl, you know the bottom is going to be a lot more submerged than the top.
Right.
So do your best to leave it flat. So a gallon baggie is perfect for that.
Okay.
If you want, you can put it right back in your baking sheet that you use, and it's going in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
Okay, our chicken is marinated overnight. So at the end of the day, we're just gonna be making chicken and rice. I know the recipe seems a little, it can look fancy, but
a little complicated?
yeah, it's easy. I'm not gonna put anything out here that you guys can't make. Yeah, sound nervous.
Okay.
Okay, so now that our chicken's ready, I have our oven preheating to 350. You're more than welcome to grill the chicken. It does make for a really juicy bite. We can do a little healthier, so we're just gonna bake it.
Okay,
it works out really well, yeah.
Okay.
So let's start on our rice, because the rice is gonna take just about as long to make as it does for the chicken to bake. So we're gonna kind of get all rolled at the same time, so we have a hot meal at the same time out of the oven, ready to go.
Okay.
Ready?
Got it.
Okay, so we're gonna cook this rice a little different. It's coconut pineapple rice. So here we have our jasmine rice, which I really love for making anything with like Asian flavors. It has a really good body on it.
I was gonna say, what makes it different from regular rice?
Well, there is a lot of types of rice. So with the jasmine rice, it just has like a creamier bite to it. It's just got like a lot of body when it absorbs the liquid. So it's perfect for this type of dish. So go ahead, put your rice in your pot. This is 2 cups, and you will see the actual measurements on the magazine when you guys pick it up.
Okay.
So we're gonna mix everything together. So we have 2 cups rice. We're gonna do our pineapple juice right in. Yeah.
Slowly, quickly, it doesn't matter. Okay.
However you see fit. Next, coconut milk.
Okay.
There you go.
Where does coconut milk come from, Jesse?
It comes from the coconuts. Yes.
Okay.
Next, your basic water.
Okay. Basic water.
Basic
Can't
water.
get much more basic than water.
So now that we have our wet ingredients in here, we're gonna do a heavy pinch of sugar. So don't hesitate to get in here and, no, right?
Okay, so just heavy pinch.
Yeah. Okay, and then we also want to do a heavy pinch of salt. We don't have it in a container, so we're gonna just put it in your palm. Looking at about right there.
Okay.
Toss it right in. So let's mix it up a little bit. So we're just gonna get everything evenly incorporated, and then we're gonna bring this up to a boil. So now we have our rice on the stove, we're gonna bring it up to a boil. So while that's happening, we are actually gonna put our chicken on a rack and put it in the oven. I prefer putting chicken on a rack. A lot of liquid comes off the chicken, and I don't want it to sit in that liquid. It can get soggy sometimes.
Okay, so take the chicken out of the bag.
we're gonna bake it elevated.
Okay.
And this is actually a cookie cooling tray. You can actually double this as to bake on it.
Wow, okay.
Just right on. And try to make them flat as possible. There you go.
Okay.
And then once again, this has been marinating overnight. It's gonna have really good penetration of the chicken, so it's gonna have really good flavor. And you're not gonna season this any more than the marinade. If you put any salts on here, teriyaki is already pretty salty. And we have a little soy sauce in there as well, so.
And it needs to marinate overnight?
4 hours or overnight.
Okay, preferably overnight. Yeah. The longer, the more soak. That's probably grammatically incorrect.
The longer, the more soak. All right, that'll be good right there.
Okay.
So this is gonna go into the oven. That's already been preheating, so 350 degrees is where we're at. It's gonna take about 30 minutes, which is what's gonna take our rice.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we have our chicken in the oven. It's gonna cook for about 30 minutes. When that's happening, the rice should be on the burner at the same time. We're gonna bring the liquid up to a boil. We're gonna let it boil for a minute. We're gonna cover it, and we're gonna drop it down to low and let it cook for about 25 minutes. We got about 5 minutes left on our chicken and our rice. So for now, the extra teriyaki sauce that we have, we are gonna reduce it so we get that nice thick and sticky consistency. So what we're gonna do is put it into a small sauce pot, and we are going to cook it on low. And we're just gonna bring this to a slow and steady simmer. Chicken's out of the oven. You wanna cook your chicken to 165 degrees Fahrenheit if you have a thermometer. If not, the safest thing to do is to pull it out of the oven, and when you slice it, you wanna make sure that the juices run clear. When you poke it, you wanna make sure the meat bounces back. That'll ensure that your meat is done. That's a good thing to do. Anything to add to that, Brandy?
No.
Okay, perfect. So while our chicken's done, we're just gonna let it rest a little bit. And for our coconut rice, we are gonna let it cook for 25 minutes with the lid on. As soon as the 25 minutes is up, we're gonna pull that lid off, and we're gonna let it cook for another 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And then we are actually gonna make our garnish. So it's gonna be, we're gonna use green onions for garnish, and we're actually gonna make them curly, so it kind of looks like a little nest on top. It's gonna be nice, it's gonna give the dish some height.
A little nest on the rice.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, any green onion is fine. What you wanna do, I'm gonna do one, and then you're gonna do the others.
Okay,
okay?
Great.
So make sure you're gonna cut here, and then you're gonna have your strips of green onion. From here, we wanna get them as thin as possible. And then we're gonna soak them in ice water, okay? Which we have ready here.
Okay, pressure.
So, I mean, you can go ahead and grab the end, slice through, and just keep going. Slice through again.
So I got the big knife this time?
You're gonna use the big knife, I trust you.
Okay, so here?
Get rid of this.
Okay. Let's cut jointly.
Okay, so our rice is cooked for a total of 30 minutes. 25 minutes covered, and the last 5 minutes we're gonna take that top off and let it kind of boil out so all that water takes out. If you wanna see, you can always put a spatula in and kind of separate, and you'll see that there is no more water at the bottom, and that's kind of when you know you're done, so you can kill that heat. So your rice will be done. At the same time, we are thickening that teriyaki sauce, and a good way to tell is grab a spoon. So as you stir it, be careful because it's kind of hot, but when you pull your spoon out, you should be able to run a finger out the back and have a clean streak with it and nothing interrupting that. And then you'll know it's thick enough, okay? All right, guys, so now we have our chicken done, our rice is done, and our excess teriyaki is reduced and it's thick. So now we're gonna plate everything. So grab 2 bowls.
Okay.
And first things first is we gotta fluff the rice. So just get a fork and you're kinda gonna rake it, okay? Just to kinda break it up, get some air involved in it, so it's ready to go.
So it keeps it light.
Yes.
Okay.
And that coconut milk is really gonna help keep it really creamy as well. It has whole body on it. Okay.
Okay.
So here you go. If you want to go ahead and put your rice in your bowl.
Does it matter how much rice?
That's up to how much you want to eat. And if you see any caramelization on the bottom of the rice.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
No, that's really good. That's going to be the natural sugars.
Is it more flavorful?
Yeah, that's going to be the sugar we put in, also the natural sugar from the pineapple juice. That flavor alone is going to be something you really want to have.
Okay.
So it's not bad. Next, we are going to put our chicken. So grab a chicken thigh.
With my fingers?
Of course. You're going to eat it.
Okay.
And we are going to, oh no, we got to cut it first.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So we're going to go across this way into strips.
Okay.
And then from here, this is actually going to go straight on.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we have our rice and our chicken down, next we're gonna top it with a little extra teriyaki that we reduced. So don't be shy, because teriyaki is really good. Okay, that should be about good.
Okay.
Next we're gonna garnish with a little extra sesame seed.
Okay.
Just like that. And then the curled green onion that we made, you want to grab it a little bit and put it right on top. Make sure you shake off a little bit of that excess water. There you go, right on top. Well, there you have it.
There you
want me to have this one?
Yeah.
So this is going to be your teriyaki chicken with your pineapple and coconut rice. It has sesame seed and curled green onion for garnish. So once again, guys, my name is Jesse with the City Magazine. I'm here with
Brandy.
And I'd like to thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Chop It Like It's Hot. I really hope you enjoy the end of our summer flavors. And with that note, our closing line is...
Chop it like it's hot.